the owners of this hall, they will say we are customer dada. Customer dada, you know. The first World Summit held here 2020 February, right? Then COVID came and man, we're all locked in.
I felt like I'll be.
So you must have spoken to over 10,000 people without a microphone. I cover that kind of anointing. All right, I'm just going to go straight to business. Firstly, I want to celebrate my brother, my friend, my business partner. Is the reason why we are here together today. If there is no partnership, there is no business, there is no Pertinence group. We started this journey more than 10 years ago. Pertinence is 10, but our relationship is not 10. The relationship has been for close to 2 decades. So we were first friends, we were brothers, then we went into business. Now there's a book coming out that everyone should have a copy. In that book, we documented our journey. Now, there's nothing new about partnerships. We've seen so many partnership stories, but there's something unique about our own partnership that you need to read about. If you look at Africa today, we don't have too many partnership stories, successful ones. And we know some factors responsible for this. But somehow, we've been able to walk through all of this journey. By the time you read the story, you wonder, are these two guys human or they are angels? All of its ramification. But I'm telling you today, one of the reasons why that partnership has succeeded this far is because I have this beautiful young man. You know, when a young man, they say we should not say young man again. A man is a man. Man. But you know, at times, when people start getting to their 50s, they want you to still call them young. You understand? Especially when they need something from you and they believe they have to be young to get that thing. Now, wisdom Ezekiel has always been there. When a man becomes too handsome, you call him what? Beautiful. Thank you for being there all this journey. Please celebrate and put your hands together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you from the depth of my heart. We want to celebrate all our audience. Thank you for coming again and again. You know, we're here, people are following on Instagram, on Facebook. YouTube is there constant, and we have so many people live with us. Thank you for coming around. I want to thank all of our speakers too. Sheon, you did massively. I told him so much to chew. Please put your hands together. We have so much to chew. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're glad to have our mentor, our teacher. What else do I want to say? We have just one father. So we are not hearing voices. We have just one voice. He's been with us even before we started the business. We started the business in the sitting room and see where we are today. Thank you very much, sir. We love you, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. You're always showing up for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, for us as a brand, one of the things that stood us out among many other businesses is the fact that we know our truth and we have stayed with our truth. When Wiseman was speaking, He mentioned how that when we started business, we wanted people to trust us. We knew we were people that could be trusted, but we had to communicate it. So when we teach, we talk about trust. But it has gotten to a point now that over the years, we have been able to prove repeatedly that when you do business with us, you can go to sleep. Now, trust does not mean things can't go wrong. But you know that when things go wrong, the person you have trusted will stand with you and ensure that they get that issue resolved. And that has been our story over the years. I remember 2 years ago, or this is the third edition, we're all here, and the Pertinence group announced Realvest, and we talked about the investment program. And it looked too good to be true. But we told you ours is about shared prosperity. We have a mindset of making wealth common. That's why they call it common wealth. So whatever we have seen, whatever our hands has handled, we want everyone to be a part of it. We want to democratize wealth creation. And we unveiled Realvest that particular year. Now, as I speak with you, everyone that participated in 2020, in their thousands, in the Realvest program, you know it was 18 months. So if you count now, it's well more than 18 months. Everyone has been paid, and we did over 3 billion. Yeah, it's a good place to clap if you want to do that. It's a good place to clap. Today, we are gathered together again, and lots of opportunities for wealth creation will be unveiled. Please, I want you to take advantage of it. You say what? Okay, some of the people that benefited, thank you. You were here 2020, and you participated in the Realvest program. Can you wave your hand, please? Okay, I need you to stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Please feel free, feel free, feel free, feel free. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for them. We had them in their thousands, and everyone, and when I say everyone, has been fully paid. And please sit down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, we'll be unveiling more opportunities to you. Please take advantage. Another thing I want you to do is, even if you are here today and you look at yourself financially and you say, oh, I don't have the financial wherewithal, I don't have that muscle to take advantage of the opportunities that will be presented to me. Tell yourself, I want to join this team. That is the least you can do today. There are so many millionaires that have been made in 10 years. We have a record of over 1,000 people that have been made millionaires working with us. I'm not talking about customers. Just like Wise Man said, when we started, we were people that had never left the shores of this country. But in the last 6-7 years, we have been taking people out of this country. We have over 300 people that has gone on all expense-paid trip on the ticket of Pertinence Group. To date, feel free, you can clap, yeah. Today, we've given out over 100 cars, FOC, free of charge. Last December, we did 18 in one day. 18 cars in one day. And we had a brand new car amongst those 18 in just one day. We were once a people that were riding on Legacy's Benz. I remember when this business started, we had just one car. Each time I talk about my car, I feel emotional. You know, I don't want to go to that story today. But I know I wasn't the one driving that car. It was that car that was driving me. It got to a point, my friend looked at me and said, he doesn't feel he wants to enter my car again. Because every time he enters this car, it looks as if himself and poverty, they are joined together. But the car did the job for us. We believed in ourselves even at that level. You heard when Shane was speaking, and he talked about it wasn't luck that brought him where he is today. He understands the struggle. He told you how he was born in Mushi, had lived in a room and parlor, self-contained or whatever, face me, I face you, whatever, before. But look at it today. And we have many other stories of changed lives. And that's the reason for World Summit. If you observe, the speakers we bring here every year, they are people that have clear stories of how they have moved from a low level to where they are. They don't come here just to quote numbers, to share statistics. They come here to express the life they have lived. They come here to tell stories of how they moved from where they were to where they are right now. And that's why it doesn't matter the level you are in this room today. If you came with an open mind, it might just be one word from one speaker that will connect or resonate with you, and you go and run with just that one word. I've said a few things while I'm standing here. For yours, it might just be take advantage of an opportunity that will come. For another person, it might just be, I'm going to join the team and see how I can also be part of those that will go to Dubai this year. How I can be part of those that will get a brand new car. You know, we've given out houses too. How will I forget that? We've given out 3 houses for free in the course of this business. Please feel free to clap if you want to. In the Nigeria of today, somebody giving you a house fully built and completed just by being a part of his or her business. It's nothing small. One of the things that has brought us this far is because we have a formidable team. Young guys, young ladies, doing extremely well. I'm sure when you heard them announce the group HR person should come out, maybe you would have been expecting one, you understand? But you see the beautiful young lady that stepped up there. And that's how it has been growing the business. Committed people, we love them. Please help me celebrate our team members. Amazing guys, amazing guys, amazing guys. In particular, I want us to celebrate one person. On Wednesday morning, something very painful happened to us as an organization. And for us, it's painful, but on the other side, we see it as something to celebrate. We lost one of our employees. But listen to me, the young man that went to be with the Lord happens to be one of the best we had in the organization. While he was here, he worked as though he knew he will not stay for too long. Gave his best to Pertinence, a go-getter. He was the one managing our realtor engagement system. So almost all the realtors, they know him and they were fond of him. And interestingly, he wasn't sick. It wasn't like he had any medical ailment. As our custom is in the organization, we take care of the health of our employees. So 2 weeks ago, he still went on for medical checkup. Last week, he went on leave and came back knowing that the journey that is ahead will be so much to do. And on Wednesday morning, he was even meant to represent us on radio Wednesday morning. And he took his bag, got dressed, called the guy they were to go together. And the wife said he just slumped at that point. And that was it. He went to be with the Lord. Today, I want us to rise to our feet and honor Victor Adetayo Adeyemi for the great life that he lived. And just to let him know that even when he is long gone, we love him at Pertinence. We believe in the legacies he left behind, his lifestyle of commitment to duty, and how much he has imparted so many. And we want to pray together, may his departed soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you very much. Please sit down, put your hands together as we continue today. God bless you. I want to announce a giveaway. What I just came to do today is to announce giveaways. I've not come to teach. I have all the powerful people. And especially when my boss was here earlier, he has done the job. So let me just be announcing the giveaways. Now, Automeco has given vouchers to some people today. As a brand, the Pertinence Group has a number of subsidiaries. When we started this business, we made it clear that we are not just a real estate company. We are an enterprise development and people empowerment company. So from Pertinence, a number of subsidiaries has risen up, and they are doing extremely well. We have some of our subsidiaries that are already turning over in billions annually, not the primary business. So that's to let you know that the vision God gave us that we stood with is really working in our hands. And one of those subsidiaries is Automeco. And Automeco is focused on the health and wellness of your cars. And they do it in such a unique way, a digitalized way. So they have both workshop and they also work with the digital system. And I came today and they whispered to me that they dropped a 5K voucher under some chairs, maybe about 50 or 100 of them. I wouldn't even know where it is. But I think all you need to do is look under your chair. I don't know, is it directly? It's not everybody. Some people have, some don't have. The lucky people. So Automeco, please tell them, where do you have it? I don't know either. They just whispered to me there. Where can they find it? Please come. When the first person finds it, tell us where you found it, please. Oh, you have it already. You have it already. So don't worry, sit. I'll tell you what to do. Not everybody. Okay. Where did you keep it? Under the chairs, right? Where under the chairs? Okay, sorry. Okay. So, what do you do if you have not found it by now? Then you don't have it. That you just wait one. No, hold on. You know what you do? I think we have about 50 or 100 of you. After the event, this is the man to see. You will exchange it for a voucher. So that stuff you had with you, it will give you a voucher in exchange. Congratulations to those that have it. Please put your hands together for Dario and his team, Automeco. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, I'll just speak for like 10 minutes on the mind of a wealthy man. The mind of a wealthy man. Now, when we started Wealth Summit, we understood the true definition of wealth. We have people that are rich, but they are not wealthy. We have riches and we have wealth. When you set out in life, it is very important for you to understand the destination you are going to. Can you imagine taking a vehicle from your house? Maybe you live in Badagry, and when you got on that vehicle, the person sitting beside you, you started conversation. And you started talking, and you kept enjoying the conversation. And you got to a particular point, the person got out of the vehicle. And the next person got out of the vehicle. And all of a sudden, you realized that you have embarked on a journey that you don't have a defined destination. How devastating would that be? Embarking on a journey without a defined destination. Wealth Summit was created to help people define clearly what kind of destination they want to find themselves. For some people sitting here, it could be in 12 months. For some, it could be in 5 years. For some of us, it could be 10 years. But what is most important is that you must understand what destination you are going to. And for us, the destination we are pitching to you is the destination called wealth. When we talk about riches, in most cases, when you want to measure people's riches, you measure it based on their bank statement and maybe the kind of income that they earn. But that is limited because your bank statement does not define you. There are people that have very robust bank statement, but that does not make them wealthy. Because when we talk about wealth, it's not just about how much you have, but how much you are able to add to other people. So, wealth is more about value addition. As we look at your net worth, it doesn't stop there. You are living a life not for yourself, but for people. When this business started, when we're going to define our destination, we told ourselves we are not in this business to become millionaires. We are in this business to make other people millionaires. So each time we go for a strategy session and we hold our retreats, all of our plannings is always geared towards how do we make millionaires. But you know the interesting thing? It is impossible for you to make millionaires and you will remain poor. That's the mindset of a wealthy man. Even when you have nothing. You know, recently I was speaking at a particular gathering and I had to pause and I asked the audience. Some of them were people that knew us when we started. And they attended some of those seminars we used to organize. And I asked them, what made you sit down listening to us those days? I wanted to hear from them firsthand. We didn't look like the destination we were painting for you. You were in the struggle, we were in the struggle. And we stood before you and started painting pictures of a time when this will happen, that will happen, that will happen. And you didn't see us as stupid. You came back the next week again. What were you hearing? I needed to ask them. But listen to me, that's how wealthy people think. It's not until you have the billions in your account. It is first within, then without. If you are not wealthy on the inside, you can't be wealthy on the outside. So it starts with you understanding that wealth comes with value addition and impact in other people's lives. When we talk about riches, you can see it from the angle of poor multiplication effect. Because whatever you acquire as riches does good for you only. You want to live large. You want to chill with the big boys. You want to pump champagne. And at the end of the day, you have not made difference in other people's lives. Now, what people remember about you is not just how you have lived your life, but when they want to talk about you, they want to talk about the amount of people or the number of people that your life has influenced. So when we gather at the Wealth Summit, it's not just for us to talk about the wealth we have created or the riches we have added, but how can we make other people become wealthy? So wealth is about sufficient multiplication effect. Riches is always short term. When people are making decisions about accumulating money to becoming rich, they think only in the short term. So when you see people, if you ask people about their dreams, and the best they can tell you is, I look forward to the next 12 months. I want to own a car. I want to buy a house. I want to travel to Dubai. I want to travel to California. If that is all that you think about, you're thinking about riches. Your decisions will be based on short term. And what will happen? The result will be the way the riches come over short term, the chances of you losing them over a short time is always there. But a wealthy man, the system that wires a wealthy man is driven by long-term thinking, long-term decision, transgenerational impact. If all you came to do is to live life for yourself, then you are of all men most miserable. You must have the consciousness that you are creating wealth so that you can impact other people. When people run after riches, they keep working all their life. The mindset of someone that just wants to become rich is the mindset that keeps you working all your life. So when such people even start businesses, they can't trust other people to work with them. And that's why you see many people that call themselves businessmen, they are not actual businessmen. They are self-employed. Because any business that you have built that does not have system around it, it simply means the business will always need you to survive. So if you fall sick, the business has fallen sick. If you travel, the business has traveled. If you die, that is the end of the business. And that's the thinking of someone that is all about riches. But a wealthy man creates systems. A wealthy man wants to build for others to come in and be a part of it. A wealthy man is not thinking how to directly work. You are thinking of how to create systems that will benefit other people, and in the long term, you stay wealthy. The rich is always thinking about how to get rich quick. How can I make this money very fast? But for a wealthy man, just like we have heard today from the first 2 or 3 speakers, they understand process. They are not in a hurry to create wealth because they know that whatever they are creating will transcend from one generation to another. So there are forms of investment we might be introducing to you today that might not be short-term. If you are a wealthy person, you want to plug into such opportunities. Now listen to me, when we started this business 10 years ago, we understood what we wanted to achieve. We weren't comparing ourselves with nobody. At our level then, we could not afford to buy land in Banana Island. But we started looking for Cassava Islands. You know Cassava Islands? So we went to Ifo, Ofadawode, Aton. You know those places, those years, you can get real estate for as low as 50,000 naira per plot. Now, we are the mindset of the wealthy. So we told ourselves, this same place that is a forest or a bush today will definitely turn a city tomorrow. So we started investing at that level. And I know some people made mockery of us. Some people that we took to side those days, they saw us like, these guys, you must be crazy. But for some of those locations today, we have had to make over 1,000% in few years doing business in that space. Now, that is crazy to talk about, that you are in business, you are making over 1,000% because you were able to wait for a long time. There are many of us today, the things we'll talk about, it's possible for you to just feel, this opportunity is not for me. And right there, you can afford to start, no matter how small your level. You'll be making the greatest mistake of your life. There is nothing to envy about successful people. Look out for what they did that make them successful. That's what you should envy. And begin to do that thing. Success does not come cheap. But it has a process. If you understand the process and you choose to follow the process, it's just a matter of time, you will arrive there. So what's the DNA of a wealthy mind? Number one, the wealthy mind thinks investment. 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 So if you are here today, one of the things you have done is that you have invested time. You know, when the Honorable Commissioner was speaking, he wowed about the fact that this is not an entertainment gathering, yet you have this number of people sitting. And that's an encouragement that we still have people in Nigeria that values knowledge. This is an investment into your mind. Now, apart from mind investment, there's the investment of taking action. It's not what you hear that makes you, it is what you do. Great events don't make great people. It's always great decisions, actions that you take after such events. So I want to challenge you today to invest not just in your mind. After you have ingested it inside, you need to start making moves. Take action. Now, I've observed people, and I've seen that it's not always the most intelligent that becomes the most successful. It is the guy that has the courage to make that move after everyone has had or received information. So today, I'm glad you are here to invest time, but go beyond investing time. Invest other resources. The DNA of a wealthy mind has to think of mentorship, and that was mentioned earlier. The secret of great men, they say, is in their stories. And if you want to hear the true story about a great man, listen to that great man. Get close to the great man. So the wealthy mind thinks both above, at its level, and even below. So while you are looking up to some people as your mentor, you are also conscious of the fact that I need to groom other people behind me. You know, when we're talking about differentiating wealth from riches, we talked about how that the wealthy mind wants to impact and bring people up. And that's what mentorship is all about. The DNA of a wealthy mind is salesmanship too. You don't believe anything is impossible to achieve. The wealthy mind understands the importance of selling themselves to people. Now, no matter how well or how good the product that you have to sell, people need to buy into you first before they buy into your product. So the wealthy mind is always thinking, how best can I sell myself to people? I remember many years ago, we attended an event, that is SBLS, Success Business and Leadership School. Our mentor here is the owner of that school. And one of those days, we had a session, and they asked people to introduce themselves, and everybody was introducing one after the other. And when it got to my turn, I told them, I'm a salesman, and I'm proudly one. And I told them the unique thing about me is the fact that I can sell anything legitimate. Just about anything. Bring it my way. I have the capacity to sell it. Now, you know the beauty of when you attend events, networking is very important, right? Let me shock you. Immediately the meeting ended, almost everybody that was in business in that room started coming to me. As in they were waiting one after the other to speak with me. Why? I just told them I had a value that they needed. Because every business wants to sell products or services. And this is someone standing, telling everyone, I'm a salesperson, I'm proudly one, and I can sell anything legitimate in any sector, in any industry. I had so many people to connect with on that day. So salesmanship, committed to ensuring that whatever comes to your hand does not fail. Risk-taking is another thing. The DNA of a wealthy mind takes risk. You know, Wiseman was speaking earlier and was talking about, can we have more than one mothers? Honorable Commissioner. Before you came, he said he has many mothers, so that one is the most dangerous. You know, we can be confused about your father. At least one mother, she will push you out, right? Okay, that's just on a lighter mood. And he said one of his mothers, we always say, every time, you'll be saying na 9, na 9, na 9. When na 10 go pass, you know go no. So, na lie, na lie, na lie. When na true pass, you know, a wealthy mind is always ready to take risk. Now, the higher the risk you take in life, the higher the chances of you becoming successful. A lazy man will say there is a lion in the field. That's why he won't go out. Now, you need to step out there and face those challenges and make things work. So one of the things you need to do, this is not a motivational speech. You know, we are not motivational speakers. We are raw people, practical people. Our life is not about motivating people. No. We tell you the way it is. So if I'm telling you to take risks, I'm telling you because I know that that's what makes great people. You must leave this room to begin to do the things you have not done before. You must begin to attempt things that looks bigger than you, because that's the way to become successful. The reason why you are not attempting is because you are afraid of failure. Have you ever thought of it that what if I do this thing, I don't fail? What the reward will be like? That should always be your thought pattern. And that's how the wealthy mind thinks. The wealthy mind is a visionary. Sees beyond the ordinary, sees beyond now. The question I asked the audience that I told you about, when they were going to respond, they told me they weren't following me, but they were following the vision. That was the response I got from them. When I asked, what were you thinking? Why did you sit down listening to these guys looking rugged and not poor? Let's just use it. Poor, rickety guys. And they said they weren't following us then. What they were following was the vision. The picture that we painted about the destination. So they wanted to be on the journey with us to get there. And I'm glad today that we have so many people that believed in the vision and their lives has been transformed. I know we have a number of them here today. If you have been blessed by the Pertinence team, can you just give a shout in the room? Thank you so much. That's the power of a vision. So I want you to leave this room also to craft a vision about your life and what you do, because that's what people will follow. This one, we have learned it over the years following our mentor, and that's dangerous giving. You see, if you don't understand this principle, you can do every other thing right, and you still be wondering why things are not working. The wealthiest people on the face of the earth are people that are committed to giving. But not just giving, dangerous giving. When we talk about giving, it's not limited to money. You saw me celebrated Victor earlier, even in his passing. It's simply because the young man gave. He gave all that he had to the business. You know, when I checked his Instagram handle after his demise, I realized that all the pictures that he had on his Instagram handle is pertinence. Beautiful pictures, but everything. And I started wondering, does he not have social life? Or even the social life that he pasted there were social life that he enjoyed working. That was somebody that gave. You must understand giving from that perspective. You have time, you have talent, you have resources. Give it to whatever you're doing, and you'll be shocked the way the return will come. I want to close by inviting you to participate in some of our projects. 2018, we launched a project at Boys Town, VIP Gardens. Today is one of our choicest estates, and it's because of the level of occupancy we have enjoyed, well over 60%. But apart from that, the value of the properties we have in that estate. But I remember when we started our project 2018, we sold a plot for 5 million. And I remember how that people were struggling, like, they don't want to buy, we had to be begging, follow up, did everything. But when we got to 2019, people started seeing value in that location. It was already 7.5 million then. By 2020, we were sold out. We only had a few reserved plots. As I speak to you today, that same location that people bought at 5 million is selling for not less than 30 million. And there is no available plot for you to buy. No available plot, no available plot, no available plot. Last week, I remember someone that had one full plot, decided to sell half, and sold at 16 million. That is how you make money through real estate. Another location that we launched just 2020, late 2020, was La Vida Eves, not far from that same place. That one was crazy because in less than 3 months it was sold out. You know why? People that felt pain that they lost out of VIP Gardens in Boys Town, they said, this time we are not going to lose it. And some smart guys that are in VIP Garden Boys Town had to buy more in La Vida because the track record was there. And in 2021, it was 9 million. As I speak with you now, we are selling plot as high as 14 million. It's not even available. We only have reserved plot, and anybody that comes to beg to buy will buy at 14 million naira. The same place that was 6 million that people rushed in 3 to 6 months and it was sold out. Now we are opening an opportunity. But let me tell you the difference this time around. We have never done this since Pertinence started. But we want to do it for the first time. We want to bring people into the inner carcass. We want people to really share from the original pot. We want people to be a part of the sharing of the big one. So we are unveiling what we call La Vida Prime. You are clapping even when you don't know what I want to talk about. It's because you trust the brand. Please clap again. I've not told you what La Vida Prime is about and you are clapping already. What we decided to do this time around is to start a project and allow people partner with us for the first time. We have never done it. And this partnership will help you earn first hand from this project. Normally, when we want to run any project, if we have never done anything close to this, there are people in our close circle that come to us and say, guys, I know I cannot do this real estate business, but I've got some hundreds of millions with me. What project are you doing now? I want to put money there so that by the time the project matures, I can share from the primary source. So for La Vida Prime, what we decided to do is a project that the first 12 months, we are not selling to anybody. All we are busy doing for the first 12 months is building, putting infrastructures in place, adding value to the place. So we decided to say, okay, if we have people that trust the brand enough to say, I have this 5 million naira, I have this 10 million, I have this 15 million. I want to be a part of this La Vida Prime project. What you are simply doing is that you are partnering with us from the foundation. And immediately the jungle matures. Immediately it is the 12th month. We are giving you a guarantee that it's either you choose to say, I want you to pay me back with so amount, and I will tell you specifically. Right now, we are opening up at 5 million. We have never done that low. And because we know that with that, you are part of the system from the beginning. So every 5 million that comes from you allocates a plot to you in that project. So your guarantee for your investment from day one is that plot at 5 million. At a location where we're already selling as high as 14 million now. Right? Now, with that 5 million, you are a part of the investors that have invested to own the project. But your stake for 5 million is a plot. So your stake for 10 million is 2 plots. Your stake from 400 million will be how many plots? 20 plots. What it simply means is that from the 12th month, when we would have done everything we want to do, Pertinence will rather under-promise and over-deliver. So what we are assuring you is that at the 12th month, if you want to keep your plot, you need to let us know at that 12th month. If you want to sell your plot, you need to let us know at the 12th month so that we can make decisions. So if you are keeping your plot at the 12th month, it simply means that you will get full allocation of the plot, and whatever you like, you do with it. But if you know you want to sell, at that 12th month, you let us know. And 3 months after the 12th month, which is the 15th month, we'll be paying you back 7.5 million for the 5 million that you have put down. Now, as you can clap, you can clap, you can clap. Now, what that implies is that you have done not less than 50% in 15 months. We have never wowed you like that before. The best we did before was 50% in 18 months. But this time around, we are saying that because of track record, that project will always sell out. We can tell you. There are already off-takers that once we announce, You are here, you have experienced it, you saw what happened, and I've just shown you the data up there. So that's what the offer is all about. As many of us that wants to be a part of it. I know someone somewhere will be wondering, 5 million, where will I get 5 million for? Okay, why this was on, some young guys approached us because we are not willing to take anything less than 5 million. Anything below 5 million. We want the key guys that want to invest in the project. But some young guys approached us, and we're going to introduce them to you later. They've built a platform to fractionalize real estate. So what they do is fractional sales of real estate. For example, this project, they are going to list it on their platform. So as many people that wants to buy into it and enjoy that same level of return, but they don't have up to 5 million, all you need to do is go on that platform, register on the platform, and subscribe. So I know there are slots, I don't know, maybe 50,000 is the least slot that you can put in. What is important is that the same thing that the big guys are doing at 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, at your own level, you can do it for 50,000 and still be a part of it. But that will not be directly with Pertinence. It will be with these guys. But because we know them and they have worked with us, we can endorse that you go ahead, register on their platform, and you can take advantage of La Vida Prime. That's offer number 1. Now, the second offer that we have here, I know Wiseman mentioned it earlier, is that of Ekpe. I don't need to say too much about Ekpe because lately, the way Ibejuleki grew very fast, I think Ekpe is the next place where people can buy land at a cheap price, and you can sit down and watch it grow. So if you have not subscribed to Amberville 1 and Amberville 2, and they got sold out, now we have New Town in Ekpe. That's a new project we are unveiling today that is tagged New Town. As many people that are here that wants to be a part of it, the soft copy flyer will be available and it will be shared on all our platforms. Please, I will appreciate that you go like or follow Pertinence Group. It's very important. So that between now and Black Friday, as we are unveiling new offers, you will be the first to hear about it. Apart from you buying, you know that if you are here today and you refer people to buy or do business with us, we pay commissions for you doing that. So I want you to take note of that. So Newtown is going to be launched for 1 million for 600 square meter, 750,000 for 450 square meter, and 500,000 for 300 square meter, as against 2 million that it was designed for, 1.5 for 450, and 1 million for 300 square meters. So if you are here today, just because you are a part of this meeting, you are getting a 50% slash in Newtown. And you know, my boss was magnanimous enough. Thank you. If you want to clap, you can clap. And he has said that today he is willing to give out how many plots? 10 plots for free. And all you need to do, any of the projects that we are into, that you are a part of it today, at the end of today, they're going to collect everybody that participated, and he's just going to do a raffle, and he will give out 10 plots in this same location. So long you buy, you make deposit for any of our products. Okay, minimum fee. Of course, anybody buying property and you are paying less than 50,000, you have not bought anything. It just whispered to me that you must have paid at least 50,000 for any. What we do every time we come here, we give away. On this platform, we have given car. You remember? We've given Dubai trip. And this time around, we are giving free plots of land. Now, before the end of today, there are still many other offers that we'll be unveiling. It's good for me to stop here so that I won't do all the talking and my boss will not have anything to say. At this junction, I want to say a very big thank you for listening to us. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sitting. Thank you for being this calm. I know that by this time next year, you will come in a multiplied state. God bless you.